Okay, G, welcome students to another exciting lecture which is about metallic bond. So here we will discuss the metallic bond which we known as the electron C. Electron C is like that in which the different types of the have a tendency to lose the electrons. So it easily give the electrons to the to another one who need that electrons. Okay, for example that of the valence electron. One sodium, so it remove one electron, so it carries sodium 1 plus charge. Okay, now so as they lose the electrons, okay, so first of all we see about the definition. So let's move towards the force of attraction. Electron has negative charge, so when it lose the has positive bond. So how we can identify that metal? So we identify that metal by defining its strength. So what is the strength of the metallic bond? Strength of metallic bond. So it basically depends on the two factors. What are the two factors? Number one is the positively charged on the positive metal ions. How many positive charge are present on the metal ion? For example, that of the sodium has only one positive charge. For example, magnesium has two positive charge. So it depends on how many number of positive charges are present on the metal atom. Okay, and the number second is the number of mobile electrons. Number of mobile electrons mean the number of the electrons the metals remove it from their valence shell or set free by each continuously moving from one place to another place. We call it as the mobile electrons. So how many number of electrons? So that is the strength of the metallic bond. More number of positive charges, more will be the metallic strength. More number of mobile electrons will we lose, more will be the metallic strength. So these metallic strength depend on these two factors, which are very much important. Short question as well. According to examination point of view, these questions are really come in the exams. So you must prepare that. Okay, next we cover about the most important question in the exam, that is why metals are malleable and ductile. Why they are malleable and ductile. So these are the two properties of the metals, that they are malleable as well as ductile. So this is very important short question. Why they are so? So reason is that because rows of atoms can slip past each other. If I will show you in the diagram like that, these are the metal atoms, and when the pressure is applied, okay, when the pressure is applied, these atoms slip past each other without breaking the metallic bond. Means metals cannot be break, but under high pressure the only atoms slip past each other without breaking the metallic bond. So I will show you how the delocalized electrons. So here you will go. So look at that diagram. Okay, and these metal atoms, the electrons, and these positively charged are the. Okay, now move towards another topic which is very much important, is ionic bond. It is basically ionic bond. Okay, I will show you here. Bond First of all, we will discover what's properties and what is the difference between the ionic bonds and the covalent bonds. So if we talk about the structure, first of all, a ionic compound is like a rigid 3D crystalline solids. 3D. Sure, this is the basic difference in the structure of the ionic bond and the covalent bond. That in ionic bond, the structure is like that of the 3D crystalline solids, while that of in covalent, it is like the discrete. If we talk about the melting points and boiling points, okay, so melting point and boiling points of ionic bonds are significantly very high. For example, sodium chloride has very much high melting points. Okay, so that's why melting point and boiling point is very much high. Okay, if we talk about the covalent bond is very much less. Solids. Billy T. Okay, if we talk about the ionic bond, it is generally soluble in polar solvents. Polar solvents mean like that of the okay when it with bonds of in the okay conductivity. Conductivity, how much electricity will be passed through it. So or it is conductivity, better conductor or good conductor of electricity. Why in molten state or in solution it is good conductor of electricity? Because you know that when they are in the solid form, they actually have higher and tightly bonded with electron, mean no conductive ionic bond. Their electrons will be free, and for their free electrons, they are easy to conduct electricity. And because their melting points and boiling points are very low and they cannot conduct electrons because in solid state the ions are locked. Okay, because in solid state there is of attraction that they cannot conduct electricity and the hydrogen bonding. So what is intermolecular forces? So it is basically a weak force, inter dipole forces. So when we talk about inter means between. Okay, when we talk about inter mean between. Sorry, but I have to do so versus of HCl. If we talk about HCl, it is also a polar molecule. Okay? It is a polar compound. So it is the forces between the HCl is very much low, very much less present in them polar compound. And the second one is the hydrogen bonding. It is the exception because it is the stronger force. We cannot say that it is the weaker force. Hydrogen bonding, it is the only intermolecular forces which has the strong bond, really high boiling point. As you know that when the forces of attraction are very much high, have listened it carefully because it is the very interesting topic for the exams because it often come in exams as well. So why H2 is the question is why H2 is O is H2S is get oxygen like that of the nitrogen and that of the other, then they are in the solids. Okay, so this is the basic reason that uses um, okay, giant molecular structure mean that have larger end. Of course, they are bonded with each other through the covalent bonds. They are highly rigid, making it is the hardest material on the earth. Talk about its industrial use, diamond tipped glass cutters and rock drill bits means we can easily cut the glasses or even weak industrial use, or these are the isomers of the carbon. Weak forces letting them slide past each other easily. Here layers are formed and the layers are highly slippery because they are slip past each other another atom. So because important tips. Okay, we call it as an important tip because it is very much important tips you must know because you know that your exams are very near and you want to prepare for it. So the important tip is that line O is also the isomer of carbon isomer of carbon. But diamond and graphite, both are these are allotropic form of coal. Sorry. I have written wrong. Okay, actually, while coal is the amorphous form of carbon. Amorphous form of carbon. Amorphous means okay. I hope that you all get my points.